All right, forget your budget spreadsheets, forget financial gurus, forget common sense. Tonight, we're ripping open America's secret monthly expense report, exposing the most baffling, ridiculous, and downright insulting ways people are willingly bleeding cash. These aren't just subscriptions, they're monuments to questionable life choices. Let's torch some money. 1. Ever looked at your neighbor's lawn gnome and thought, needs more seasonal flair and a rental contract? Well, welcome to the world of designer gnome subscriptions. For a cool $49 a month, a truck delivers gnome couture, tiny raincoats, spooky capes. It's peak suburban absurdity, proving even inanimate garden dwellers now require recurring payments for fleeting curb appeal. 2. In the heartland, discerning drinkers pay monthly for artisan ice cubes, allegedly harvested from mythical pristine glaciers. Reality? They're frozen tap water from a warehouse, shipped overnight like vital organs. Subscribers swear their bourbon tastes smoother. Placebo effect has never been so expensive or melted so fast. It's literally paying for frozen water, people. 3. Apparently, hamster anxiety is a booming market. For $7.99 a month, rodent owners receive curated chill-hop playlists designed to soothe their furry overlords. The hamsters? Blissfully unaware, probably chewing on the wires. The humans? Preening on Instagram. My hamster has more sophisticated musical taste than your toddler. Sure, Jan. 4. Join the Surprise Aroma Club, where monthly diffuser cartridges unleash olfactory mysteries upon your home. One month, it's freshly opened tennis balls. The next, wet dog drying near a campfire. Hate it? Tough luck. No refunds. Members call it an adventure. Their partners call it grounds for divorce. 5. In concrete jungles, desperate office drones lease micro-sunset cubicles. Rooftop periscopes pipe in 5 minutes of fleeting golden hour light for $30 a month. You too can experience nature's majesty filtered through dirty mirrors while simultaneously answering Karen from accounting's urgent email about printer toner. Living the dream. 6. Why break in your own baseball cap when you can pay someone else to do it? A subscription service tumbles brand new hats with gravel, spritzes them with synthetic sweat, and ships them out looking perfectly vintage. For $18.50 monthly, teens achieve instant, effortlessly cool status, bypassing years of actual effort. Authenticity is now rentable. 7. Forget buying a $5 cowbell. Musicians with more money than sense subscribe to premium cowbell sample libraries. Monthly downloads deliver crystal clear, perfectly tuned clangs recorded in artisanal barns. It's the same damn sound, but with recurring billing and the illusion of sonic superiority. More cowbell, less common sense. 8. Phoenix homeowners, apparently terrified their cacti might wither from too much sun, hire succulent caretakers. These plant whisperers mist, measure moisture, and likely perform interpretive dances for $35 a month. Cacti evolved to thrive on neglect. Yet here we are, paying for professional plant pampering. The Instagram likes, however, are thriving. 9. Welcome to the literary equivalent of owning a supercar you can't drive. A luxury book club rents out first editions encased in tamper-proof acrylic. Members flaunt these unreadable artifacts on Zoom backgrounds, signaling intellectual depth without cracking a single spine. It's pure Veblen good territory, applied to dusty paper. 10. LA influencers, masters of illusion, now subscribe to Phantom Leftovers. A service delivers perfectly staged, half-eaten takeout containers for those crucial, so full, Instagram posts. After the photo op, they're microwaving frozen sadness like the rest of us. Paying to pretend you ate well. Peak 21st century despair. 11. Stuck in soul-crushing traffic? Why not pay to pretend you're in a charming coffee shop? An app sells ambient cafe noise subscriptions. Curated soundscapes of clinking mugs, gentle chatter, and that one guy aggressively typing his screenplay. Commuters sip lukewarm gas station coffee, imagining artisanal foam art. The delusion costs $6 a month. Therapy might be cheaper. 12. Owning seashells is apparently too permanent for modern coastal elites. Floridians now lease curated collections of conchas and starfish for perfect Instagram shelfies. Pose, post, then mail them back before the late fees hit. It's the Airbnb model, but for dead sea creatures. Nature is now a rental. 13. Paranoid. Dallas dog owners subscribe to a puddle avoidance forecast. An app pings them with real-time sidewalk moisture probabilities. Does it work? Of course not. Fido still makes a beeline for every muddy patch. But now, owners can blame faulty algorithms instead of their own lack of leash control. Progress? 14. Remember the screeching agony of dial-up internet? Some masochists miss it so much they pay a monthly fee to artificially throttle their own broadband. The service injects fake buffering wheels and pixelated loading bars. It's nostalgia as self-sabotage until your partner tries to stream Netflix and threatens actual violence. 15. Office morale so low even the potted plants look depressed? Enter the compliment kiosk. Employees scan their badges, and an AI dispenses generic praise like, "Your synergy is truly synergistic." Management calls it innovation. Staff calls it fodder for sarcastic Slack channels. Automated affirmation, because genuine praise is too expensive. 16. Now you can subject your cat to high culture with interactive opera streams. Lasers synced to Puccini areas supposedly enrich feline minds. Reality? Mittens ignores the dramatic soprano and furiously attacks the laser pointer Dot, utterly unimpressed by La Boheme. But you get to tell people your cat is cultured. Worth it? 17. Can't be bothered to naturally stretch out your hoodie sleeves through years of wear? There's a service for that. Engineers use science to pre-distress cuffs to achieve that perfect, slouchy thumbhole look, certify it with a hologram, and charge $20 a month. Or, just wear the hoodie. 18. Backyard chicken enthusiasts can now lease championship rooster crow ringtones. Smart coops blast award-winning cock-a-doodle-doos at dawn, fooling neighbors into thinking you raise prize-winning poultry. The actual chickens remain unimpressed. Your neighbors, however, are plotting revenge. 19. Silicon Valley's latest solution to a problem nobody had: elevators with non-repeating chime subscriptions. For $299 a year, consultants promise that unique dings between floors spark innovation. It's a 12-second ride, people. Maybe try humming or thinking? Just a thought. 20. Forget souvenirs. Now you can buy canned seasonal air. Pressurized containers promise the authentic scent of Vermont spring or Maine autumn. Pop the top, inhale deeply, exhale money. The carbon footprint of shipping literal air across the country is ignored in favor of fleeting olfactory nostalgia. Genius or madness? Both. 21. Paralyzed by minor life choices? Subscribe to Decision Coins. Each month, a bespoke two-sided token arrives. Tacos versus pizza, gym versus nap. Outsource your free will to a piece of metal. Ironically, paying for help with decisions might be the most questionable decision of all. 22. Live in a windowless apartment? No problem. Rent a virtual window view. Wall-mounted screens stream live feeds of scenic vistas. Oceans, mountains, bustling cityscapes. Want the premium sunset view? That's extra. Real windows are still free, assuming you can afford walls to put them in. 23. Craft beer nerds engage in Hops Futures subscriptions. Pay now for experimental IPAs that might be transcendent or taste like fermented gym socks. It's high-stakes gambling for your palate. Even if the beer sucks, you get to keep the commemorative coaster and the bragging rights of being an early adopter of disappointment. 24. Influencers seeking authenticity pay calligraphers monthly to handwrite inspirational quotes for their Instagram feeds. Because typing live, laugh, love lacks that artisanal touch. Meanwhile, actual handwritten letters remain an endangered species. The irony is palpable and costs $22 plus tax. 25. Corn maze operators now offer GPS spoiler subscriptions. Download the optimal escape route before entering. avoiding family arguments and the existential dread of being lost in stalks of GMO corn. It ruins the entire point, but hey, prevents toddler meltdowns. Efficiency trumps fun, apparently. 26. Lonely? Lease an AI-generated imaginary friend. This digital companion texts jokes, remembers your birthday, and even develops quirks. Until your credit card declines. Then, poof. Ghosted by your own subscription service. Abandonment issues now available for a low monthly fee. 27. Home bartenders can subscribe to smart displays dispensing artisan icebreaker jokes, synced to drink preparation. As you pour, the screen suggests lines like, "Is that drink strong or am I just weak for you?" It's AI wingman services, ensuring your cocktail party banter is as algorithmically mediocre as possible. 28. Minimalists, paradoxically, now subscribe to empty Hanger of the Month boxes. A single, beautifully crafted hanger arrives, tagged with suggestions for outfits using clothes you already own. It's renting, inspiration, while promoting, non-consumption. My brain hurts. Pinterest remains free, by the way. 29. Suburban lawn warfare has escalated. Dads subscribe to rotating mower attachments, creating complex stripe patterns. Chevrons, spirals, checkerboards. The grass looks confused, neighbors seethe with envy, and the homeowner feels like the Michelangelo of turf management. All for the low price of their weekend and dignity. 30. Can't sleep without that soothing, low-frequency hum of a dying appliance? Subscribe to ambient refrigerator drone streams. For $3 a month, curated recordings of failing compressors lull you to sleep. Peace and quiet is overrated. Engineered noise pollution is the new luxury. 31. Pogs are back. Sort of. Kids now trade digital slammer skins via augmented reality apps. Rare holographic designs vanish if you cancel the subscription, teaching children the valuable lesson that nostalgia is fleeting and ownership is merely a rental agreement. Parents weep for their wallets. 32. Tired of murdering innocent houseplants? Subscribe to holographic desk plants. Tiny projectors beam images of lush, unkillable greenery onto your workspace. Until the server glitches mid-Zoom call and your vibrant virtual fern dissolves into pixelated sadness. Have you tried rebooting your ficus? 33. Wealthy beach house owners subscribe to personalized ocean soundscapes. Hydrophones record the exact waves crashing on their specific shoreline, then remix them into bespoke sleep tracks. It's selling nature back to people literally living next to it. Because the free version outside their window just wasn't exclusive enough. 34. Spice lords, seeking new frontiers of pain, now subscribe to mystery hot sauce vapor pods. Insert into a diffuser, inhale aerosolized ghost pepper, and document your suffering online. Doctors advise against it. Logic advises against it. Yet the pursuit of extreme, breathable heat continues, one $15 pod at a time. 35. Audiophiles pay for historic silence. Engineers digitize moments of archival dead air, pauses in speeches, gaps between battle sounds, and sell them as premium meditation tracks. For a fee, you can listen to the profound emptiness of 3:17 p.m. on a Tuesday in 1928. Silence is golden and apparently marketable. 36. Dieters subscribe to Emergency Pie Drone Delivery. A blood sugar monitoring app detects a crash and automatically dispatches a drone carrying a single slice of pie, parachuting it onto your doorstep with a note. You deserve this. It's precision-guided comfort food, battling midnight cravings with military-grade logistics and questionable nutritional advice. 37. Retro tech enthusiasts rent looping VHS static screensavers. A monthly cassette arrives, yes, cassette, with unique snow patterns like Blizzard of '93. Digitize the analog hiss, project it, and feel superiorly nostalgic. Your 8K TV silently judges your life choices while displaying fuzz for money. 38. Professionals outsource apologies via subscription templates. Missed a deadline? There's an AI-generated email for that, dripping with corporate jargon like synergistic misalignment. Paying to say sorry feels dystopian, but apparently, automated remorse boosts perceived accountability. Efficiency meets insincerity. 39. Crave the comforting creak of grandma's old porch swing? Lease adjustable hinges that emit curated squeaks via Bluetooth. Monthly updates provide new grown profiles. Summer evening sigh, rusty autumn lament. It's Spotify for structural decay, costing more than WD-40 and 5 minutes of actual maintenance. 40. A startup lets you name clouds via subscription. Log in, digitally claim a passing cumulus, receive a PDF certificate. Brag about owning Cloud Nebula Kevin. Then watch Kevin dissipate into nothingness minutes later. It's peak ephemeral vanity, proving you can literally pay for hot air. 41. Theme park junkies can now experience the worst part of the park at home. Subscribe to Virtual Queue Time. Don VR goggles. Stand motionless in your living room for 45 minutes, listening to recorded crowd noise. Then the ride abruptly ends. All the waiting, none of the thrill, for just $9.99 a month. Progress. 42. Obsessed fans subscribe to celebrity handshake scents. Chemists bottle fleeting aromas, allegedly captured from microphones gripped by A-listers. Light the wick and inhale faint cologne mixed with flop sweat. Does it smell like fame? No. Does it smell like a weirdly specific way to burn money? Absolutely. 43. Pranksters, or masochists, pay for fake parking tickets mailed to their homes. Each month, a realistic-looking citation arrives for absurd violations like parking too beautifully. Recipients display them ironically, finding humor in simulated bureaucracy. Real meter maids remain unamused. 44. Hypervigilant parents subscribe to seasonal sandbox sand replacement. Monthly deliveries swap out playground sand for fresh, filtered, color-coordinated grains. Sparkly blue for summer, glittery white for winter. The kids track it all inside anyway, but parents feel hygienically superior, one $50 bag at a time. 45. Combating the sleekness of wireless tech, some pay for pre-tangled earbud deliveries. A pouch arrives monthly containing a Gordian knot of wires designed for the mindful challenge of untangling. It's Zen Buddhism meets electronic frustration. Or you could just use the earbuds you already own. 46. Pun enthusiasts lease magnetic dad jokes for their refrigerators. A new groaner arrives monthly. Why don't scientists trust atoms? They make up everything. Family members groan. The magnet collection grows and the cycle continues. Because bad jokes, like subscriptions, are forever. 47. Snow-deprived Southerners subscribe to virtual driveway shoveling. A VR headset and weighted shovel simulate clearing heavy drifts. You sweat, strain, and feel virtuous, all while sitting in your air-conditioned Florida living room. Irony level: expert. Actual snow removal cost: 0. 48. DIYers subscribe to anxiety hardware kits. Furniture assembly boxes deliberately missing one crucial screw. The monthly challenge: improvise a solution using household items. Forums buzz with creative fixes. Subscribers claim it builds resilience. Their partners just see half-finished bookshelves and mounting frustration. 49. Pet rock owners can now subscribe to wellness reports. Tiny sensors embedded in the rocks monitor ambient temperature and send mood updates, emojis, naturally, to an app. Finally, objective data proving your rock is optimally chill. For just $4.99 a month, you can quantify geological apathy. 50. Museums now sell Q aroma subscriptions. Bottled scents mimic the unique olfactory blend of old rope barriers, climate-controlled dust, and the faint whiff of desperation from tourists waiting 2 hours to see one painting. Inhale and relive the magic of standing in line. Culture is weird. 51. Echo enthusiasts lease bespoke canyon reverberations. Record yourself yelling, "Factomer, boss is king!" And acoustic engineers digitally replicate how it would sound bouncing off specific Utah rock formations. Play it loud. Impress guests with your personalized wilderness acoustics. Costs more than just yelling in a tunnel. 52. Heavy sleepers can subscribe to alarm clocks that verbally insult them awake. Each morning brings a fresh roast. Get up, you magnificent waste of potential. Developers cite tough love motivation. Users cite uncontrollable rage as their primary reason for leaping out of bed. Effective, but hostile. 53. Design snobs pay for curated dust mote delivery. Tiny vials arrive containing artisanal dust. 19th century library, Sunbeam Special. Sprinkle lightly for that effortlessly chic, lived-in vibe. Your Roomba will have an existential crisis. Instagram will approve. Your lungs? Less so. 54. Augmented reality lawn flamingos are now a subscription service. Use an app to populate your yard with virtual neon birds performing synchronized dances. Neighbors see you giggling maniacally at empty grass. For $3.99 a month, you achieve peak suburban Dadaism. The plastic kind suddenly seem quaint. 55. Rain addicts can rent personal cloud generators. Drones hover overhead, misting gentle drizzle on demand. Perfect for moody garden parties until an unexpected breeze gives your neighbor's prize-winning poodle an unscheduled bath. Refund policy? Cloudy with a chance of denial. 56. Midlife crisis averted? Subscribe to mystery transformation boxes. 1 month delivers temporary tattoos and leather polish. The next, a book on mindfulness and artisanal kombucha starter. It's identity roulette for the indecisive soul. Cheaper than a Corvette, maybe, but the monthly fees add up. 57. Time capsule. Enthusiasts pay for prepackaged sealed kits dated decades into the future. You receive trinkets to be opened in 2040, 2050, etc. It's betting on your own future curiosity and memory. Essentially, you're paying now to surprise yourself later, assuming future you doesn't lose the box. 58. Need to pad your LinkedIn profile? Subscribe to Rent-A-Brag Statistics. Receive quarterly certificates attesting to meaningless achievements like top 3% of Tuesday morning coffee drinkers. Nobody verifies. Everyone is vaguely impressed. The imposter syndrome is free. 59. Tech startups now offer AI-generated déjà vu. Algorithms analyze your photos and weave them into brief, dreamlike video snippets pushed to your phone randomly. Experience manufactured nostalgia on demand. Side effects may include existential dread and questioning the nature of memory. Consult your philosopher. 60. Chronic complainers rejoice. Outsource your grumbling to a subscription hotline. Text your petty grievances, cold fries, slow Wi-Fi, and professional vent agents will call customer service for you, delivering your righteous fury. Receive transcripts as proof. Satisfaction guaranteed, passive aggression outsourced. 61. Miss the thrill of physical mail? Subscribe to a curated junk letter club. Instead of bills, receive vintage ads, replica chain letters, or fake spy dossiers. Your mailbox stays full, your recycling bin overflows, and you pay monthly for the privilege of sorting through someone else's curated clutter. 62. Introverts unite? Separately in your own homes. Subscribe to Silent Disco for $1. Monthly playlists arrive with LED headphones. Dance like nobody's watching because, literally, nobody is. Neighbors just see frantic, silent strobe lights and assume alien contact or a very specific type of seizure. 63. Allergy sufferers or actors can now rent sneezes. Diffusers release controlled bursts of pepper or pollen analogs, triggering perfectly timed chew. Excuse yourself dramatically from boring meetings. Plausible deniability included. Antihistamines sold separately. 64. Can't read your own handwriting? There's an AI subscription for that. Scan your illegible grocery list, and the app deciphers your scrawl, suggesting fonts that match your personality. You pay monthly to translate messages you wrote to yourself moments ago. The future is now, and it's slightly insulting. 65. Elevate your elevator experience. Subscribe to seasonal button finishes. velvet for winter, cool marble for summer. Maintenance crews swap the panels, billing you for enhanced tactile vertical transport. Pressing lobby has never felt so textured or expensive. 66. Urbanites yearning for nature, sounds can subscribe to city crickets on demand. Rooftop speakers emit randomized chirping, calibrated to sound authentic amidst sirens and car horns. Drift off to sleep imagining fields while actually surrounded by concrete. Artificial tranquility, batteries not included. 67. Combat snack, decision fatigue with mystery vending machine credits. A monthly code unlocks one random item. Could be artisanal seaweed crisps, could be a suspiciously bright blue candy bar. It adds excitement to the 3 p.m. slump, unless you get the unsalted rice cakes. Then it just adds disappointment. 68. Motivate yourself by subscribing to Compliment Your Future Self postcards. Write encouraging notes today. A service mails them back 6 months later, adorned with glittery stickers. Receiving your own pep talk is strangely effective, until you remember you paid postage twice for this internal monologue. 69. Golf fanatics can rent exclusive divot dirt from famous courses. Tiny baggies of hallowed ground, Augusta National St. Andrews, arrive monthly. Sprinkle dramatically on your local Muni tee box before driving. Doesn't improve your slice, but might intimidate opponents through sheer, baffling pretension. 70. Trivia addicts feed their habit with subscription cliffhangers. Receive a sealed envelope monthly containing the answer to last month's brain teaser, plus a new one. Cancel, and the narrative thread snaps forever. It's serialized intellectual torture, monetizing curiosity itself. Black Mirror, but with snail mail. 71. Upgrade your microwave experience with bespoke victory jingles. A USB stick arrives monthly with new sound effects for when your food is done. Triumphant fanfares, smooth jazz riffs, whispered affirmations. Your burrito is ready, champion. Reheating leftovers becomes a strangely epic event. The original beep feels so basic now. 72. Wordsmiths subscribe to fresh profanity bundles delivered weekly. Linguists coin novel swear words, complete with etymology and usage guides. Impress or appall colleagues by dropping a brand new expletive in Monday's meeting. Because the existings. 73. Need to look authentically stressed for that job interview? Subscribe to Pre-Wrinkled Resume. Your CV arrives artfully crumpled, suggesting sleepless nights of dedicated effort, then smoothed and mailed flat. Recruiters allegedly perceive this as grit. You perceive it as paying someone to gently abuse paper. 74. Can't keep up with the latest conspiracy theories? Subscribe to Paranoia Starter Kits. Each box contains cryptic clues, a redacted file, a blurry photo, a coded message. Collaborate online to uncover the truth the company fabricated last Tuesday. Tinfoil hat sold separately, but highly recommended. 75. Miss the smell of academia? Subscribe to aerosolized classroom chalk dust. Cans arrive quarterly, allowing you to recreate that specific powdery aroma in your home office. Productivity allegedly spikes. Your air purifier quietly weeps. It's nostalgia, weaponized against your sinuses. 76. Networking ninjas subscribe to secret handshake tutorials. Stream quarterly videos teaching increasingly complex grip and snap routines. Practice at conferences, hoping to find fellow initiates. Forget business cards. Your professional credibility now hinges on nailing the double helix knuckle bump. Failure results in social awkwardness and potential sprains. 77. Influencers enhance their selfies with subscription digital fog machines. An app overlays customizable mist onto photos, creating instant moody ambiance. Why wait for actual fog when you can rent pixelated haze for $6.99 a month? Mother Nature's scheduling is just too unreliable for peak Instagram hours. 78. Fashionistas signal luxury by subscribing to seasonal sweater lint. Vials arrive containing genuine fuzz harvested from designer knits. Dab onto shoulders before brunch for that effortlessly expensive look. Static electricity achieves similar results for free but lacks the pretentious backstory. 79. Remote workers combat loneliness with canned laughter overlays for video calls. A foot pedal triggers pre-recorded chuckles after your jokes. Your boss thinks you're hilarious. Your colleagues hear tinny, delayed guffaws and suspect you finally snapped. Morale through artificial means. 80. Keep romance alive and weird with random pet name texts. An algorithm sends your partner spontaneous, often bizarre, nicknames like Captain Snuggle Muffin or My Little Existential Avocado. Sparks confusion, laughter, and occasionally genuine affection. For $4.50 a month, love gets algorithmically strange. 81. Analyze your dreams with crowdsourced dream synopses. A headband logs REM data. AI editors craft snappy summaries, and you receive weekly trailers of your own subconscious narratives. Last night's dream featured high-stakes cheese grating. Rating: 3.5 stars. Freud would be horrified, then probably invest. 82. Cyclists can now subscribe to new car smell for their bikes. Handlebar-mounted misters release that intoxicating aroma of factory-fresh plastic and leatherette. Does it make you faster? No. Does it confuse pedestrians? Absolutely. Does it make any sense? Not even remotely. 83. Commuters seeking thrills subscribe to surprise pothole alerts. The navigation app sometimes warns you about upcoming road craters, sometimes doesn't. It adds an element of high-stakes driving to your morning coffee run. Mechanics endorse this service wholeheartedly, your alignment less so. 84. Upgrade your doorbell with randomized horror movie screams. Monthly cloud updates provide fresh shrieks, banshees, chainsaws, that creepy whisper from under the stairs. Delivery drivers develop PTSD. Trick-or-treaters either flee or demand higher candy taxes. It's year-round Halloween, whether the neighborhood approves or not. 85. Combat porch piracy with rotating QR code mailboxes. The entire box spins throughout the day, revealing different codes. Couriers scan. A door unlocks. It's Fort Knox for your Amazon packages. Thieves move on to easier targets. Security through engineered inconvenience. 86. Stationery addicts join artisan rubber band collectives. Monthly envelopes contain hand-dyed, ethically sourced bands with detailed factoids about their tensile strength. Members trade rare colors online, debating elasticity like fine wine vintages. Your desk drawer full of free rubber bands suddenly feels tragically plebeian. 87. Boost email credibility with subscription bestseller footnotes. An app automatically adds rotating, vaguely impressive citations to your signature, as referenced in 7 leadership blogs. Nobody checks, everybody's impressed. It's academic flexing without the actual reading. 88. Tired of boring Wi-Fi names? Subscribe to monthly network rebranding. One month it's Pretty Fly for a Wi-Fi. Next it's Bill Y the Science Fi. Service includes matching password puns. Guests chuckle. Hackers are momentarily distracted. Worth 5 month? Debatable, but fun. 89. Eliminate awkward silences at dinner parties with curated hush moments. Smart speakers randomly mute the music for 10 seconds, forcing eye contact and restarting conversation. It's social engineering via algorithm. Strangely effective, deeply unsettling. 90. Avoid spoilers with personalized spoiler shield subscriptions. AI scans your feeds, blacking out mentions of shows or movies you haven't seen. Sometimes it redacts innocent headlines like unexpected twist in weather forecast, collateral damage in the war against plot reveals. 91. Bridge the generational communication gap with emoji translation hotlines. Grandma texts a frog, a traffic light, and a thumbs up? The service texts back, she's running late but approves of your plan. Family harmony restored, one confusing emoji at a time. 92. Relive the glory days of alphanumeric communication with pager buzz simulators. An app and vibrating clip mimic the urgency of a 1995 beeper whenever designated contacts message you. Feels important. Looks ridiculous. Costs $5.99 month to pretend smartphones don't exist. 93. Inspire the neighborhood with rotating motivational mini billboards for your lawn. Solar panels power weekly, quote, changes. Carpe diem, 1 week. Hang in there, baby, the next. Become the suburban oracle, one platitude at a time. HOA approval pending, probably forever. 94. Celebrate mediocrity with pre-tarnished trophies for everyday achievements. Subscriptions deliver age-looking awards for Survived Monday or Parallel Parked Adequately. Fill your shelves with proof of minor victories. Because participation deserves faux bronze recognition too. 95. Give your smart speaker a personality transplant with subscription accent packs. Hear weather reports in a charming Scottish brogue or traffic updates with a laid-back surfer dude vibe. Choose a new voice monthly. It's linguistic tourism without leaving your kitchen. 96. Need workout motivation? Stream algorithmic crowd noise through smart dumbbells. Sensors detect reps and trigger virtual cheers, applause, even stadium waves. Neighbors hear muffled roaring and assume you're watching sports. You know the truth. You're paying for synthetic adulation. Gains. 97. NFTs meet childhood nostalgia with scratch and sniff digital art. Purchase a blockchain token. Receive a mailed sticker. Sniff essence of pixelated banana to unlock hidden layers in your online gallery. The future smells weird and requires postage. 98. Inject chaos into your routine with random time zone clock shifts. Smart displays arbitrarily jump hours ahead or behind on certain days, forcing spontaneous adaptation. Dinner at 4 a.m.? Sure. It's life gamified, designed to combat monotony by weaponizing confusion. 99. Outsource your fridge poetry. Subscribe to magnet remixers. Couriers rearrange your word magnets weekly into witty haikus or angsty couplets, snap a pic, and leave. Discover fresh linguistic art while reaching for the mustard. Plus, finally blame someone else for hiding the word the. 100. Crave the buffering wheel? Subscribe to nostalgic streaming throttling. An overlay mimics the agonizing spin of early internet video for 5 to 10 seconds before shows start. Experience the lost art of anticipation. Or, just remember dial-up and Shudder for free. 101. Elevate stargazing with meteor shower hype squads. On predicted peak nights, drones deploy biodegradable glitter timed to coincide with actual shooting stars, weather permitting. If clouds block the view, the glitter provides a guaranteed spectacle. It's paying for cosmic insurance, ensuring your wishes always have a sparkly backdrop. There you have it. 101 ways Americans are inventing new methods to set their money on fire, monthly. Which one made you physically cringe? Which one are you secretly Googling right now? Spill it in the comments. I want the brutal honesty. And if you can top this list with an even more insane subscription you know about, lay it on me. Prove that human absurdity knows no bounds. Hit subscribe, because the rabbit hole of ridiculous consumerism goes way, way deeper, and you need to see what's at the bottom. Don't miss out on the next round of collective financial insanity. Do it. Now.